Okay, this is a 1930 Model A, Ford Model A, and I've been having some trouble with it. It's it's July 12th, 2017. It's around 8 p.m. My name's Anthony Karam, and so what I've done here, it wouldn't turn over. It turned over real sluggish, really slow. And I put a new 6-volt battery in. And I'm thinking to myself, why don't I bump it up to 8 volts? But I didn't know they actually sold in, these are 6-volt batteries right here, both of these. Okay, this is 625 cold cranking amps. This is a brand new battery I just bought a couple days ago. Okay. So that's only 246 volt. Does it say 6 volt on here? It should have said 6 volt. Where the hell does it say 6 volt? X side. It's weird it doesn't say, but it is a 6 volt battery. Maybe it says it back there. It don't matter. It's 2 volts per cell. It's a 6-volt battery. This is a 6-volt battery, okay? And this is a 6-volt battery. This one's no good. It's sat for too many years, uncharged, probably cracked inside the cells. And this one here is 246, a 6-volt battery. All right? And this one has 625 cold cranking amps. Okay, at 0 degrees Fahrenheit. And it has 750 cranking amps at 32 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, so what did this one have? This one had at 0 degrees 650, which is a little bit higher. But needless to say, all right, I rigged up a battery charge system where I'm using a 12-volt battery charger on 2 amps. And this battery down here is 2, 4, 6. It's an 8-volt battery. That's what this one is. This is an 8-volt battery, okay? And you can see where it says 8 volts. Right there, if I can get this adjusted properly. Come on. Come on, God damn it. See that? Can you see that? 8 volt. This one has 525 cold cranking amps, 520 and 650, but it's 8 volts. And the thing is, it gives you more punch. So my understanding of this here was because it's going to up at 2 volts, I'm either going to burn out the starter and the coil, or I'm going to get this son of a gun turning over like a young vehicle. Okay? So let's turn on the charge and see what happens to the charger now that I have the engine off. Okay? So I have my voltmeter on there. And the voltmeter is reading 8.5 volts. I got this meter set at 12 volts at 2 amps. This 12-volt battery charger. So let's watch that needle. That needle will probably bury itself, but it doesn't matter. Okay? We want to look at the voltage. How much voltage, when I plug this in, are we going to get? I'm getting ready to plug it in right now. Now when I plug that in, this is all hooked up. Let me hold the light. and everything so we can see, so everybody can see what's going on. Alright, here it goes. I'm going to plug it in. It's 8.56 volts. I forgot what it was before. So it's maintaining the voltage. It's charging at 2 amps. It shows it's got a full charge, but it doesn't say it's off yet. So at least we're pumping low amps into this battery and charging it. Now, I'm going to turn it back off. Okay? Let's put it on to maintenance free. Oh shit, I put it on 50 amps. Well, I hope I didn't burn out this battery charger. It shows it's got 100% charge on there. Let's look at the voltage and we'll know right away if the battery charger is charging or not. Oh, shit. Okay, that's at 8.56. Let's turn it off. Alright. Oh shit, I got a problem. Burned something out. It's holding at 8.56, which means the battery charger is not working. But it should work. It's on 12 volts, 10 amps. Put it at 2 amps. Okay? Turn it back on. Nothing. Well, then my cables the battery cables are not on tight. All right, let's reposition the battery cables. Turn this back off. All right, so now we're going to get the battery cables on better. Okay, now we'll try it. Oh shit. Something, I must have burned this battery charger out. Son of a bitch. Let's put another battery charger. Well, fuck the battery charger. Okay, now let's start this engine up. That's what I wanted to show you. Is I put an 8-volt system in, okay, and you can already tell my confidence of what happened. Now what else I did was I took this carburetor apart. It's got still a small leak, but very minor, okay. Where the hell's the carburetor at? Right there. I took it all apart. I made a gasket out of cardboard. There was no gasket there. I hand tightened the plugs down. I should tighten them further, but oh, I want to show you what was going on inside this coil. What you're going to find out, because I wasn't getting no charge. So I take the cap off, right? And now the rotor is set to, let's see where it's set. That point is right there, set on that point. I don't know if you can see that. That little, it's going to arc across there, just fired, okay? And I want to put that cap right back in the same position. Okay, now there is play on here. See that? About a half, quarter-inch play, can go either way. So I want to put it back to the left where it was, because also these points, there's an adjustment down there where the points open and close, the space, the gap, okay? And that's wore out too. So I was not getting spark at the proper time. And you see how I pushed it back to the left? Instead of having it all the way to the right, I pushed this rotor all the way to the left. Now it's going to start, because it wasn't starting before. You got to know these little secrets about these vehicles. I also flared up this here contact point was too low. So I don't think it was making good contact with this here rotor, with this cap. Now, it was slow starting, out of time, I would say. And I had to open this, take this spark plug out, and it's got like a little small cylinder that shows you when you hit top dead center. So you're able to adjust that with the opening of these points, and that region has to be right around that spark gap when you hit top dead center in order to set your timing. And that the rotor was all the way to the right, and it was missing the timing mark. So now I'm going to show you what you can do with an 8-volt battery in a 6-volt system. All right, I'm going to turn the gas on. I'm not even going to prime it because it's... Now remember, it wouldn't start for 2 days. I've been having problems with it. So let's get a light in here, if I could. I hope you're understanding. I hope everybody's understanding here what's going on. I need a little bit more line. I got all this shit around here. I developed a leak in the radiator by the fan there. I'm gonna have to put some packing in there. Of course, I learned about that on the internet. So now I'm paying you guys back to let you know what you can get away with here if your engine is turning over sluggishly. Now remember what I told you. Okay. Now we're going to get some light onto this vehicle. Let's see what I can hang this onto. Alright. There. Okay, so we got everything lit up now. So now I'm going to take this gas and turn it on. This leaks too. I got to replace that valve. And I got this heavy duty wires in here, so I'm going to turn the power on. Okay. And then I'm going to start it. It should start right up. Let's see if it makes a liar out of me. And it's going to turn over fast. See that? Look at that. Starts like a brand new car now. On an 8-volt system. Look at that. I'm getting better spark. Everything's better. It's a little tip that works for me. And the carburetor stopped leaking. Well, yeah, it stopped dripping. Alright, everything's falling down. I don't really need this. It's hardly gripping any gas whatsoever now. Carburetor's drying right out, and I adjusted all the, I'm going to leave it right where it's at. I'm not going to mess with any of the adjustments for the air right here. The idle's set perfectly. I got the timing set perfectly for this car. And the coil does not run hot, and it's still running on 8 volts. Hear a little bit of muffled the engine running. I think it's too far advanced. Yeah, I've got a lot of smoke back here, you see? I didn't have that smoke before, so I have to reset the timing. Okay, let's see what I got. Let's go on the other side. I'm running too rich. Oh, I'm running too rich. So let me cut down the air on this. I'm leaning it out. Maybe I'm putting too much gas in here. That's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I completely got that close. Well, I got to get this carburetor rebuilt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's where I was. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nope. It's running too rich. I'm not going to mess with it too much. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Running too rich, and I messed up my adjustment. Maybe I can adjust it by the timing, by the advance. I got it running too rich now. The carburetor don't leak, and it's running really smooth. But I'm going to have to shut it down and reposition that coil and reposition the rotor the other way. That's what I have to do. That's what I'm going to do. All right, what I have to do here see where that cap is right there? It's perfectly on that ready to fire, so I should get no spark on the ignition. When I make this connection on this wire, I should have no spark up here. Okay? And I don't. See that? That shows that the points are open. I'm just letting you know these secrets here. The points are open. And but I want to advance it a little bit so it burns cleaner. So in order to advance this, I got to turn this cap clockwise. And it won't let me turn it clockwise. So I'm going to turn it counterclockwise all the way. See, now that's going to be only halfway. Ow, that's getting hot. I'm only going to turn it halfway. Okay? Now let's try it again. I don't want to go all the way. It's too much. This is a secret. Okay? Now, let's see what happens here when I restart it. You want to get rid of that smoke. You want to run it cleaner. Now, let's see if I get a spark. No, I still don't get a spark, which means I'm within the range, but let's see what happens. Bit better. You can see there's not that much smoke. There's about 3/4 of as much. Now I'm going to turn it all the way to the left. So shut it off. All right. And we'll turn this rotor cap all the way to the left. Okay, remember we had it here. Now we want to turn it back counterclockwise. I thought I did turn it. Why is it all? I'm going to turn it all the way forward counter. What the hell is going on here? I turned it all the way to the left. Now I'm going to turn it all the way to the right. See what happens. From now on, it's one extreme to the other. This high voltage system really starts this vehicle much better. Okay, let's try it out. Oh my God. Hardly no smoke at all. Okay. Much better. Now let's try to adjust the spark advance on the column. It's still smoking. The carburetor still needs to be adjusted. I hope you know what I'm doing. We got too much smoke back there now. It's gonna go bad. Let's see. God damn it. I got all these wires all over. The carburetor's still running a little bit rich, but it's okay. I can adjust that carburetor. I'm going to have to take it apart and adjust that air fuel mixture. I know it's bad, but look at it's hardly smoking at all now. So this is a good adjustment for this vehicle. I could drive this right now. Still smoking a little bit more than my liking. But that's the trick. It's an 8-volt system. Carburetor's dry. Maybe I should tighten them plugs a little bit more. Tighten up them plugs. I'm losing compression. is supposed to be for the air fuel mixture right here. And I did read up on the carburetors on one of the YouTube videos that sometimes those you won't be able to adjust it. You'll have to rebuild it somehow. And I'm going to look into that. For right now, it starts on a dime. I got a minor leak right here. Very minor leak. I got to repack that in there. Very minor leak. Okay. All right. We're going to shut it off, turn it on one more time. And see how fast it starts. There it goes. Look at that. Unbelievable. Okay, my name's Anthony Karam. Thanks for watching. Always make sure to turn the gas off. There. Now we got to work on the carburetor. It's running rich.